Hey guys, Chloe here, how you doing? Today's video is going to be on how to trim guinea pig's claws, and this will kind of work for rabbits as well. So stay tuned and I'll be talking through what to look for and how to do it. I recommend if you're quite young, so I don't know what I'd call quite young, so maybe if you're under 12 or something like that, and you're watching this video, go get an adult, because I started learning this when I was about 10 and I had my granddad supervising me. So if you're thinking about doing it yourself, please go get an adult. Let them watch this video. I'm going to advise you how to do it and what to look out for and what happens if it goes wrong. So stay tuned and we will talk through it now. So first thing first is the quick. Okay guys, so I'm going to talk about the quick. So the quick is this part on the diagram, which is the vein of the claw of your animal, like your guinea pig, a rabbit, etc. This vein supplies blood to the actual nail, and of course your blood carries nutrients and vitamins and stuff like that, and you know, helps keep your nail alive and growing. So it's very important that you're aware that this is here. With some guinea pigs with lighter claws, like they look white almost, you know, or they're slightly lighter than others, you will clearly see the quick as like a little light pink line. That is the quick. So if you're seeing like a little bit of pink on your rabbit's claws or on your guinea pig's claws, that is known as the quick, and that basically helps you know how much of the claw you are going to cut off. So as you can see here, it looks quite long because I've drew it big so it like shows up. So if your quick is quite close to the end of your rabbit or guinea pig's nail, then you don't really need to trim it. I mean, you could trim this light little bit off, but I would not go like that, because if you cut the quick, the guinea pig's claw, rabbit's claw will bleed, and it bleeds quite quickly, so you need to find a way to quickly stop it bleeding, and that is what I'm going to talk about in this video. So it will be quite a long video, I do imagine, but yeah. This is the outer part of the nail, so that's the part that's quite hard and protects the nail. This is the toe. I've just drew it like that. It doesn't actually probably look like that, but it's my rough diagram. So yeah, this is the outer part of the nail, the really hard part, and then this part protecting the quick is a little softer. So as you cut, and it just slices. You know, it's quite easy to cut into, but it's just the outer part you need to cut, which is the hard bit. But yeah, I'm going to show you on my guinea pigs now the difference in claw colours, so I hope you enjoy. Okay guys, so for this demonstration I have enlisted the help of a little volunteer here. So this is my guinea pig Pepsi. If you are not aware of my channel, please subscribe, honestly, because I will do more videos like this. So Gizmo? You're not Gizmo, you're Pepsi. Pepsi is got quite a dark coat, quite dark skin. So here are his claws. You can just quickly, as you can see, his are very dark. You can't make out where the quick is. So if you have a guinea pig, rabbit, etc. like this, I advise you to just trim a slight bit off and then grab a file and file it down until you can sort of see if the quick is starting to come closer to you. So yeah. For him, I have to cut very carefully because his claws are very, very dark, and I can quite easily cut his quick. So that's why his claws, if I'm ever vlogging or something, may appear longer, because honestly I have... Ow, no, that's naughty. No, naughty. Just bit my nose. So yeah, his claws do appear quite dark. Just going to pop him down. So his claws are really dark. You can't see where the quick is at all. You cannot make it out. And It's quite difficult when it comes to cutting his claws. So if ever in vlogs, if you watch my channel regularly, or you know, you ever see an animal like this and they've got slightly longer claws, that's the reason, because you cannot make out where their quick is at all, because of obviously the colour of their nails. It's not their fault, it's their genetics, it's how they've been born. But yeah, honestly, that's why his are slightly darker than others, and why his are quite long. His are due for a trim, as you can see, because they're starting to turn. So I do need to cut his in a bit, but I'm going to do this after the video. Or maybe we can do it during the video if Mr. is going to behave himself. Yeah, you're going to behave? No, okay. Now I'm going to show you guinea pigs with slightly lighter claws where you can slightly make out the quick. So I'm going to go and need to get my other volunteer. So I'll see you in a bit. Okay guys, so I've got my second volunteer here. He's a bit noisy because honestly I've just picked him up after him having a floor run, and he's not finished having his floor run yet. So yeah, let me see if I can get him closer. As you can see, his claws are a lot lighter than Pepsi's claws. So here on, alright darling, alright. See here, this one in the middle, you can slightly make out it's slightly pink. The camera probably doesn't do it justice really. But yeah, it's got a slight pink tint to it. That is the quick. That is the vein in their claws. Alright, I'm not cutting your claws yet. He's upset, he thinks I'm cutting his claws. So yeah, although he does have, like Pepsi, he does have dark, alright, come here. He does have dark claws here on this foot, and these ones, it's quite a little bit difficult to make out where the quick is. But yeah, on some of his, you can make out where the quick is, and it is easier to cut the quick and stuff like that. To cut the quick, no, to cut the claw, because you can see where the quick is. But yeah, now I'm going to show you Mika, my final volunteer's claws. His are quite light, so you can make out quickly where the quick is. So I'm just going to go and grab him. Okay guys, so I've got my third volunteer here, and he has got one paw which is quite dark, so you can't really make out where the quick is at all. But he has got 3 paws which are very light, and you can make out where the quick is. Try and zoom in a bit. So see here, he's got like a sort of pink tone to it. That's the quick. It's how you make it out. So yeah, go and get your guinea pig rabbit now. Pause this video, run, go grab your guinea pig, rabbit, etc. And just have a look at what type of claws they've got. If they've got quite dark claws, you'll know that you need to, you know, trim little bits off, and then file it, you know, so it's comfortable to walk on. Because you're never 100% sure where that quick is, and it's important that you do not hit it. If they've got quite light claws, you can make out where the quick is quite easily. You can see a faint pink line in your guinea pig or rabbit's claws. And if they've got sort of, it's like mid, so it's like they're brown, but they're light as well, so you can see a like faint pink line. That is also the quick. So yeah, just look and see if you can see a pink faint line on your guinea pig or rabbit's claws. And if you can, that is known as the quick, and it helps you know how much of the nail you need to trim off, because the quick will not grow like right to the end of the nail. It will grow like sort of just to the tip, and then as it grows, the nail will just keep growing and the quick will stay where it is. So as long as you can see where the quick is, it's fairly easy to just go, right, okay, this much of the nail needs to be cut off. But yeah, I'm also going to show you quickly, when I've put these guinea pigs away, some tips of if you hit the quick, or how to trim your guinea pig's claws. So I wish I could do like live little tutorials, but the guinea pigs are a little riled up today, so they're not in the mood to sit still for me, whereas usually they would. So maybe in a future video I will do that when they're not as hot and bothered, because it's very warm today and they're quite hot and bothered, and they're not really sitting I mean, he's sitting quite quietly, but he's making lots of chirpies, and he stops as soon as I shut up. Don't you? Yeah. So I'm just going to go and quickly put these guys away, and then I'm going to talk through the tool you'll use and stuff like that. So yeah, see you in a minute. Okay guys, the guinea pigs have been put away, and now I'm going to talk through some tips and the tools you'll use. So let's start with the tools. I don't have a file to hand right now, but yeah, if you need to file your animal's nails down, just you can purchase animal files at animal nail files at your local pet stores and stuff like that. And you know, or if you don't have the money to do it, just use a strong human nail file, but just be very careful if you are going to do that. Obviously, using a human one is only a temporary thing, just until you can get the money to get an animal one. The animal ones are a lot rougher and, you know, help file the nail down quicker. So yeah. Also, the next tool you're going to need to trim a guinea pig's nails or rabbit's nails is, of course, clippers. These are my granddad's clippers, which were given to me. These clippers are very old and very valuable to my family. These are rabbit/guinea pig trimmers. These trimmed my mum's guinea pigs and rabbit's claws when she was a child, and they've trimmed every single one of my guinea pigs I've owned, / those 3 you've just seen. To this day, they are still working strong. So yeah, they're very, very old, very valuable. And as you can see here, you've got a little ring which you put the guinea pig's claw into, and then once it's in the position you need, you squeeze on the end, and this blade / metal bar comes up and chops the guinea pig. These are very sharp, so be very careful when handling these. These are quite sharp. I have never cut myself on them, but my granddad has advised me that they are very sharp, and if you cut yourself, they're painful. So I'm just going to show you on a pencil. So this is just an old makeup pencil I don't use anymore. So yeah, if you got the guinea pig claw, and it just snips it off like that, and then you just take the bit like that and put it in the bin. Or if it drops off and you're doing it on like a smooth surface like a table or a wooden floor, you can just get a dustpan brush, sweep them up, you know, simple like that. That's how they work. You can get multiple different looks. You can get some that look like scissors, like weird sort of scissors. They work the same way. They've just got like a different function. Like the guinea pig, the guinea pig can quite easily pull their claw back out, so you need to be aware of that. But also the guinea pig can't really pull up to get out. They have to do that. So if they do that, just give them 5 minutes to calm down and stuff. But the other type are sort of like scissors, and they sort of look like that. I used to have a pair, but they broke. I'll show you. I used to have a spare pair, because I was quite worried if I kept using these like repeatedly that they'd break, and it would so upset me if they did, because they honestly do the job really well. And apparently they were made in Taiwan. Got a little thing that says Taiwan on there. So yeah, that's how they work. You can see that function there, and I've showed you how these work. The other type are like a type of scissor, and they sort of do that and then cut the guinea pig claws. I'll try and get a picture up now. So that was the other type of claw cutter, and basically they're like scissors, and they just go like that, and you know, chop the guinea pig claw that way. I'd advise you to use them if you're not confident with these, or if your guinea pig's quite frantic and isn't really keen on having their nails cut. Use that type, the scissor type. You can buy them from pet stores as well. Quite simple, quite cheap. These I've seen in pet stores, especially the one I work at. They're a little bit more expensive, but they're a lot more professional. I mean, you can use these on rabbits and guinea pigs. So yeah. But it's also equally important that you are aware of the quick. If you're not fully aware, or you're not confident in holding your guinea pig or rabbit, take them to a vet, take them to a groomer, parlour, just take them to someone professional, because they'll know how to restrain them properly and make them just do it quickly. I mean, a lot of grooming parlours, it's not advisable to like sedate the animal anymore unless it's literally a must. Literally, it's gonna affect their life if you don't. So the vet may sedate like a dog or something while they cut their claws, but they're not really advised to do it with guinea pigs or rabbits anymore. So yeah, they will just have like the nurse restrain the animal, because they'll know how to restrain it properly, and they'll just quickly go, because obviously they know they've been doing it for ages. So yeah, these are the type I use. My granddad showed me how to do it, so thanks granddad. Literally he showed me that how they work and how to do it, and he was basically like, look, here's the quick. He showed me on some of my old guinea pigs, because they had really light claws and you could proper make out where the quick was. He's like, look, here's the quick here, the vein. You need to avoid cutting that. And he explained what would happen if I did. So I'm going to explain that right now in a minute. So let's explain what would happen if you cut the quick. Okay, so what would happen if you cut the guinea pigs quick? I'm just going to explain that to you now. I've lowered my chair down a bit because it was a bit high when I was talking to you last, so that's why I'm quite low now. So if you cut the guinea pigs quick, which is the vein, the blood vessel, you know, whatever you want to call it, that supplies blood to the claw. We haven't got quicks, but we have veins in our fingers. So obviously when you cut your finger deep, it will bleed. Blood will come out. That is the exact same if you cut the guinea pig or rabbits quick. The claw will spew blood, and it is quite quick. I have done it multiple times by accident. Cut the quick or cut too far down, so it cut the quick and blood was coming out. A top tip I would use is you can get different types of powders which are like antibacterial and help clot the blood. But if you don't have them to hand, my granddad said he used to use plain flour, and he'd get some flour and he'd sprinkle it on the claw and on the quick where it was bleeding, and he told me, you know, you can do that, it's fine. It's just plain flour, it's fine. It will not harm your guinea pig at all. So he put the claw in powder. You can get antibacterial powder, which will help stop the blood and keep it clean. But if you don't have that to hand, just use plain flour. And he dipped it in a little tub we had of flour. Not obviously what we would eat out, you know, it's not what we'd use to cook. He got a bit of flour in a cup, and he put the guinea pig's claw in the cup as it was bleeding, and pulled it out and literally just rubbed around with the flour, and the bleeding stopped quite quick because the flour is thick, and of course when you add a little bit of water to flour, it gets thicker. So obviously the blood is a liquid, and as it was spewing out, the flour was clotting it, helping it to clot a lot quicker. And he said to me, once it stopped bleeding fully, all you need to do is wash your guinea pig's claw. Just check that there's no like dirt or anything, you know, or there's no leftover flour in there. Just wash it out and stuff like that, and then keep an eye on it, or keep washing it and stuff like that until it's healed. I find it that using the flour, my guinea pig's claw healed quite quickly, and yeah, the quick is quite quickly covered up by, like, the nail will either grow a little bit of a layer, or like the blood will clot and make a little scab, and as the claw grows again, it will drop off, like when the claw starts growing again, and the quick is healed fully. So yeah, the quick will heal. So it's not like you've cut the guinea pig or the rabbit's quick and you've ended its life. You haven't. It will heal. But yeah, I advise you either to use, and I definitely advise use the antibacterial powder. You will find them in pet stores, vets, etc. And they'll advise you how to use them. They should advise you how to use them. But if you don't have that to hand, so say I go and cut my guinea pig's claws now. I do need to go and get some more antibacterial powder. But yeah, if I didn't have it to hand, I would use flour. to quickly clot the blood up, and then just wash the flower off, and then just bathe it in salt water, like I do with if they get cuts or stuff, injuries. Salt water is quite nice because the minerals in the salt help to heal a lot quicker. That's why when I've been talking in recent vlogs about Gizmo's nose, as a lot of you may know if you watch my videos, he's got a massive cut here from fighting with my other guinea pig Mika, which is in that cage over there at the minute, on his own. So that's why I've got salt in my room, because I've been bathing it in salt water, warm, lukewarm salt water, to help heal it. And it is healing. I mean, one scab dropped off yesterday, which is probably a little bit gross, so I am apologising for that. But it dropped off, and you can see the fresh skin underneath, like, healed. It was light pink, and this scab had just gone off, or he'd done that with his nose when he was cleaning, and the scab obviously came off, and you got a nice light pink skin. I wish I could show you now, but I think he's taking a little nap. He's fast asleep in the bottom cage down there. So yeah, fast asleep, bless him. But yeah, he's got a bit of a pink nose coming, so he's got pink, a bold pink patch at the minute. But yeah, the new hair will start growing on there soon. So yeah, I'm quite confident, I'm quite happy about that. So yeah, obviously dip it in the powder. The antibacterial powder will keep it clean anyway. But if you haven't got that to hand, flour. When it stops bleeding, wash the flour, make sure the flour is completely gone off the claw, and then lukewarm salt water, just bathe it in that, and keep an eye on it. If it does get infected, you know, or you are still worried about the guinea pig, take it to a vet. Honestly, I advise you take it to a vet every time. If you are worried about anything happening with your guinea pig, like your guinea pig's breathing doesn't seem normal, or your guinea pig's not eating as normal as it used to, or it's not acting normal, take it to a vet, because guinea pigs do hide their injuries or their illnesses quite well. So if you notice slightly anything wrong, let's just take it to a vet, because they're very good at hiding. They don't like to appear weak, especially the males, because my boys do not like to appear weak. I mean, when Gizmo had his nose cut like that, he hated me like bathing it and going, oh, is it sore, darling? Because obviously he doesn't want to appear weak. And honestly, yeah, that's what I'd advise. So yeah, next clip is going to basically just sum up any information, okay, or everything. Okay, let's go. Okay guys, so I forgot to mention different ways of holding your guinea pig when cutting their claws. When cutting your guinea pig's claws, it should always be a two-person job, unless you are either a vet or something and you are professionally trained to do it. But yeah, if you're just slightly learning, do it with an adult. Get the adult to cut the claws, you know, and you hold it. So I'm going to teach you now different ways of how to hold them. So I've got my little volunteer here, who has kindly volunteered for Mummy to show how I restrain them. So obviously a guinea pig isn't really keen on you like messing with their feet and stuff, and they might be worried that you will cut their quick. So yeah, different ways of holding them. I will show you, so you won't see me now. So you can hold them like this, have their back against your tummy and support their bum, and hold one hand there, and then as they are doing the claws, put the foot in front like that, and then the person who is cutting will obviously come in from this direction and, you know, cut. Another way is, if your guinea pig is a bit frightened, is to get like a cloth or something, put it over their eyes like this, over their eyes. He doesn't like the cloth over his eyes. And then hold it the exact same way. So put a cloth there, over their eyes obviously. There you go, over the head to cover them so they feel safe. So it's like they're almost under their head. And then support their bum, and again, same as the first one. Another one is you can perhaps hold them like this, and then, right, I will show you now. Hold them like this, like a baby, like a cradle. Support their back, of course. Always support your rabbit and guinea pig's back. And then as you're doing it, come here and just hold the claws, and obviously switch sides when you've got the different claws. You can also do it this way. I'll just show you. Sitting down is, get my legs up, lie their back on your legs, support them, always support them, it is vital. And then obviously with your hand or with someone else's hand holding them, you can then go in and trim the claws. And of course, always make sure that if your guinea pig does behave or your rabbit does behave when they are having their claws cut, that you always praise them. You always go, oh, well done, Muffin, or whatever your guinea pig's called. So in this case, if Mika had had his claws actually cut, then I'd be going, oh, good boy, Mika. And I'd always give him a treat. I always give him a treat, either a guinea pig treat or I give him a bit of veg. Like, I'm like, good boys. And I give him a bit of veg. They can sit and eat it in your hand. And, you know, you can give them a fuss and a cuddle. And then you can move on to either your next guinea pig or, you know, to, you know, sorting out something else for your day. That's pretty much it. Like, there are other ways of holding them. Like, you could hold them like this, but it's very important that you are always supporting their back when, you know, holding their things, because guinea pigs, rabbits do have very fragile backs and are very easy to break, and if you do break them, it does really affect them, and it is quite like deadly for them to not. So if you hold them like that, support their back, and then just with your fingers move the paw forward that you're going to cut. So yeah, hope that helps. And now I'm just going to quickly sum up everything that we've just talked about. Okay, so this is just briefly going to quickly sum up what we have talked about in this video. So we have talked about the quick, what it is and where it is located and stuff like that, and what to do if you cut the quick, and you know, the pluses and minuses of that. You've also discussed on how to hold the guinea pig when cutting their claws. We've discussed it is a two-person job pretty much all the time. One person holds the animal while the other person trims the claws. We have also discussed we have also discussed that guinea pig claws are different colours and stuff, especially rabbit claws are also different colours as well, depending on, you know, their markings on them as well. So if they are got dark claws, you file them slightly when you've cut a little bit off until you can sort of make out where the quick is, or if they've got slightly lighter paws and you can see a pink faint line, that is the quick. So yeah, this video has basically summed it all up, and if that has helped you in any way, like understand like why, you know, you can't just go like that onto a claw, you have to think, like you can see the vet like lining it up or holding them, you know, holding the claw still, that is why. So if you understand any of that, give this video a like, subscribe if you want more videos like this. There should be like a subscribe thing that has been on here the whole video unless you clicked it off. If not, just go below this video and I'll leave a link to my channel below, and you can go and check out some other videos that I've done. I've done how to set guinea pig cages and different things like that. Comment down below if you want any different videos, or if you've got any questions. I would love to answer them. So yeah, if this video has helped you at all, or my volunteers have helped you at all, give this video a massive thumbs up. Comment down below any questions or any other things you would like me to do or talk about, and of course hit that subscribe button, because you know, you will never miss another video from me ever. I do vlogs and stuff like that, and also if you want more of these videos, comment that down below as well. So I want more guinea pig tutorials on how to do this or how to do that. I have briefly discussed grooming, and I have you know, done massive like cage tours and how to set it up properly. So yeah, go and check my channel out and subscribe that down below. And of course, if you are a regular viewer and you have you know, thank you so much for watching, you guys. You are guys are all awesome. I believe the channel is now at like 225 subscribers, which is crazy. The channel is growing so quickly, which is amazing. So if anyone else wants to join us, please feel free to join us. Hit that subscribe button, or the link here, I will put it here, the subscribe thing. You click on it, it will take you to my channel, and you can just hit the subscribe button there and check out other videos. So yeah, awesome. Thank you very much for watching, and of course I will see you guys all tomorrow with another video.